the causes of the death or injury of the victim is always downplayed. And I believe that the machinery to enforce punishment against the perpetrators of gender violence is not really in place in this country.
In some of Korean mu ye adwuma ka menyi ni sanka sa asem we bi besi nanso so no ye nyina ye hia sa problem no ye wo sa asem no me ayasofofo ne ka enso so omo mfa nya adwuma asem no sa emra ye adwuma wo man mu a ebeboa ye bebre nti asem de mi sisidu ne se emra enya adwuma na moa ye nkwala no na wo mu hunu bra wo mu bo no se emoa wo mu omo ware oba ye be hwe oba ne ye no oba no so anya na somdwe e woni wiase o ne ma ye tete
wodi ni dem no wo sa akọ ware foforo na wo de ma de abre me nti anu de me de be kọ police station nti aba timi se wo hye mre bi ma mema no
aya ne eka yesi ma be ma akọbo ne yire wo be kom so ene na aya na ma ne so bi hu ode nti eye sa aba na se sika na etwa afani na nye emema nko na ehunu amane
gwamnati ne za shi aka yi ko den to ye no result ami asan tebe nguto ye no result.
Part of our culture, and how can we have women reporting their husbands for rape? Well, if you see the kinds of cases I see and I know about, you understand that it's really real, and that not many women are going to take advantage of a provision like that. But those who want to take advantage of a provision like that, who have been separated from their spouses, and whose spouses take advantage of them at the least opportunity because they know the law can do nothing to them, they should be given the opportunity to do so. If you have a family in which the father has slept with 5 of his children, how can we say that a bill that is coming to address a situation, or a law that is coming to address a situation like that, help to address it, will be the thing to break up families? That father has already broken up his family. If we have a situation in which a woman can put the fingers of her house help into frying, into hot oil, because she has stolen a piece of meat, that is already destroying the family units. And it is not a law that is seeking to address that situation that would actually cause a breakdown of the family unit. If you have a situation where a husband is lying in wait with a cutlass, waiting for his wife, whom he suspects, merely suspects, to be having an affair, to butcher her, that is about destruction of the family unit.
I've talked to journalists, quite a number of them, who have written articles against the bill without having read the bill, because somebody heard that, it's going to talk about marital rape. They don't bother to find out what marital rape is about, and the essence that you must not force anybody into a sexual relationship, whether in marriage or outside marriage.
We would have to have the law passed. That is the big hurdle we have to clear, and then we'll see the way forward.
In this country, a domestic violence bill has been put before Parliament, and I'm completely surprised that up to today, the bill has not been passed.
Marriages are breaking down because there isn't the proper dealing with such issues. The DV bill rather will help maintain marriages because it will deal with problems before the marriage breaks down.
I would also like to entreat all of us to support and rally behind the passage of the domestic violence bill, which would go a long way to eradicate or eliminate violence against women or even against men in our society. It will provide protection for victims. It will strengthen our social welfare services. It will also provide counseling and psychiatric help to these perpetrators, and also it will bring about development and peace in our country.
The work is not done until our communities are rid of domestic violence, and that sexual and gender-based violence actually sets us back as a community, as a nation. And we now believe, and we know that it's a fact, that Ghana will not achieve its Millennium Development Goals until we take care of domestic violence.
We will never encourage men to trample down on the freedom of women, because the Bible says that the woman is a partner in life. The man is a helper and the woman is also a helper, so each of them complement each other. So the Bible does not allow violence to take place in that manner. So we as a church will never allow, or will never permit, will never endorse such a thing to go on, because both of them are at par.
Yeah, sorry, your marriage committee. So who kunu how or tete wo yo bibia wani nye ho a wutimi de ne ba. Empayimfo ebe frebe men. Ye ne ne beka sara wo prim na koma. Asema mpanimfo kan ontie ne wode ya adwuma. De ono pe ene wo ye.
Any acts of violence, whatever form it takes, should not be condoned by human society. Not everybody is going to understand that it's better to promote peaceful relationships than violent relationships, because people actually benefit from being violent. For some, it is pleasurable. For some, it's an indication that they have power over their victims.
Say, Nema me ye ma mire wanonsu onya ahoto ema me ni no. Ene say ne ne kwa afuo mu a ye kwaya adwuma ye pone a ne no na so mu sika na ma so ma twitwa agya na de ama no na wasoa na bia aduane a kakra yeso ye de beba fia ba bidie no na me so ma ye agu kentem na masoa na ma fa me ba ahemachi na ye nyina ye tu anamo na ye de aba ye ba fie so a ampa me pie biem ne no ane ye wo dwaba ntia na me so mi sinsini mankani ne nyina na ye de asija so
se ebi a me ho kire me se mi si niam sa me ni nyina na esi ebi a baby kura na me ye kura nwo a me ne nyina na e bibi a me ye bia me ne no ana e me ne kwafuo mu a eja bubu a na obubu ama me aduane pe so a no apa ama e ba so a ne me so me no wagi bi so a na me sma fa bia so a no agi me be so a she.
It's where the person may or not receive any injuries. There will be no injuries. It's just a common slap or a little assault on the woman. If something, a minor case has been reported, and say, oh, go and do it. You don't know when the bigger one will come.
There are quite a number of reports that tell you that while we are making progress in our human rights front generally, there are certain areas that do not seem to have moved forward. One of which is the enforcement of women's human rights provisions as per our constitution and other legal documents.
It is also important for us to recognize that it's not every man who is abusive. There are very many nice men around, very loving men who treat their girlfriends, their wives very well.
You can still be a man and have your ego and your pride without necessarily beating up a woman or causing her any harm, physical, mental, whatever it is that goes, sexual, maybe it's about time we did some more education.
Something must definitely be done about pornography on our newsstands.
A lot of the services are urban-based, even though there are quite a number of things happening in the regional and district arenas. But then, in terms of scope and reach, it's very, 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 very little.
Mother Ghana is known for its peace. Mother Ghana is known for its hospitality. And one thing is, we can't be hospitable to other nationals and then come to our home